Yo, welcome to the show, everybody. It's me, Ben, and welcome back to a brand new video. I may have actually found a really good way to hold up my phone for vlogs. And it has to do with just finagling a bunch of my stuff that I take to work every day into a pile. I'm not going to show y'all what I did because I would then have to put the phone back up where it's already at, and that was enough of a hassle. But what's poppin', everybody? Y'all, it's a Tuesday afternoon, early evening, but it kind of feels like a Friday. I had to work a bunch this weekend, so I've already, put in those extra hours at work this week. We're going to continue to do so. Hopefully get some of that overtime pay. You already know what I'm talking about. But it's a Tuesday afternoon. I'm recording this at 4:15. I just got off work. I took out, I've been going in a little bit early these last couple of days so that they would be totally cool with me headed out. April's a crazy month for us at work, so I'm not trying to, be the reason we're slower than we're supposed to be. So I went in early today, hour and a half early, and so I'm leaving an hour and a half early. And that's because, if you can't tell by the title, we're going to see ARTMS tonight in St. Pete. I am super excited. I have no idea what to expect. At this point, obviously the girls have dropped some music since they have become ARTMS, since they've become this unit. But there's not a ton. And so and that's the other thing, is I don't know off the top of my head what kind of rights they have to be able to perform old Lunar stuff. So I kind of expect there to be some, but I'm not sure if everything is fair game for them or not. Forgive me, it's been hard for me to tap in just because I'm now working 8 hours a day here and my commute is an hour both ways. So I'm really out of the apartment 10 hours a day, sometimes a little bit more. And that doesn't include the days that I'm staying in town to do things with, whoever. So I'm not on my PC as often as I used to be. I'm not on Twitter as often as I used to be. So it's hard for me to tap in and understand exactly what I'm getting myself into. But I've had this ticket for a while now, and I've really been looking forward to it. It's a venue I've been to before, so that's nice and cozy. I'm going to get myself some food here on the road in a second. I guess I'm going to say, y'all, let's go ahead and play the game here just in case I find myself a little bit pressed for time. We'll play our favorite concert game, and I'll say that I think if I could get one or two songs off rip that would make me happiest. I just realized my AC is still on, so my audio is probably really weird. I'm sorry. I think I would say, first and foremost, they gotta do solos, right? They got to. So if I could see Singing in the Rain, if y'all never saw my reaction to Singing in the Rain back in the day, those of y'all that remember, you'll know. Sorry, y'all. I'm parked at a Wawa parking lot, just trying to get my bearings here so that I can record this. So there's lots of people going by. But yeah, I'm gonna say Singing in the Rain, if I can have it. And honestly, bro, I really hope that they do Burn. They just dropped it, and damn, it was crazy. I reacted to that 2 days ago when it came out. And I would like to see that choreography in a live setting. For no reason. No reason. Anyway, I think that'll wrap it for now. That's the thing, is I would shoot for the moon. The moon. Lunar girls. Anyway, y'all get the idea. I would shoot for the moon and say other songs, but once again, I don't know what they're allowed to perform, so I don't want to sound dumb. I guess maybe, I don't know. If they do Butterfly without everybody, I'd feel I'd still be happy, but I'd also be what do you mean? I don't know. Okay. Intro's been longer than it needs to be anyway. 4 minutes! I thought it'd only been 2:30. I'm going to stop yapping. I'm going to go get myself some dinner. I'll catch back up with you guys when I'm at the venue. Probably the next time that I talk to the camera, though, will be tonight after the concert is over for some post-concert thoughts. Long day at work. I'm absolutely famished. I need to eat. I need to rehydrate. And I need to get to my seat. Because I need to scream my lungs out for these girlies tonight. If y'all enjoyed the reaction, leave a like, and let's get to it. let's do this thing. Normally, I would just sit in the car after the concert and get this section of the video done. But it was late. I have to work in a very soon amount of time, so I figured it would be best to just come right home and give y'all my thoughts from home. I always record with my phone camera on the other side, but it has to be plugged in, and the outlet is over here. So I have to get used to looking at y'all over here and not over there where currently my home button is. I had so much fun tonight. Try not to make my chair squeak too much. I had so much fun tonight. It didn't just feel like a concert. It felt like a celebration. It felt like a event, you know. There was something about tonight for me. I don't know if it was just in the members themselves, if it was in the crowd, which is true for both things, but I think also I was just receptive to all of it. Two things can be true at once, but just because those things are true at once doesn't mean you're going to always accept it and be ready to enter your own energy into the equation, right? And tonight was just a whole lot of awesome. Let's get the one critique out of the way. The one critique is obviously not against the members, and it's not against the crowd either. The only thing that was kind of upsetting about tonight was that I guess it's like, I don't know what the musical term is called, but I think it's called like equalization or whatever. Some of the songs were way too loud, and not even necessarily in like they were drowning out the girls' voices. Sometimes that was the case though. Although there was, I don't remember which song it was, but Hossel totally outsang the backtrack on one moment where it was way too loud anyway, and I was like, that's my girl right there. So that was great that she outsang the backtrack, but there were some moments where, those of y'all that don't know, when I go to concerts, I wear my little high-tech in-ear little, sort of guys where I can still hear all the music, but it evens out the high-frequency bullshit. I take them to sporting events, whatever, and I'm still able to enjoy all the hype. I can still feel like the bass in my chest, right, and everything, but it also doesn't make me go, after whatever event it is going, ow, So I was wearing those and I was still like, this is loud. So, yeah. That's my only complaint, and I don't know if that's a venue thing, because I've been to K-pop shows at this venue, and it hasn't been a problem. So I don't know if it's like the equipment that was brought on tour or whatever, but that was something that like, okay, there's a certain decibel level that's exciting for a concert, and then there's like, that's a good example, is because even sometimes during the VCR, like the girls are not even on stage. There were moments in the VCR where I was like, okay, not all the levels need to be this high. Like, I think there's a moment where Jensol, like, sort of, like, cackled a little bit in the background, and it was, like, piercing. And once again, I've got my little earbuds in. That shouldn't be, like, something crazy for me, but I was still, like... Anyway, only critique out of the way. Back to the party. Back to the enjoyment. Back to the fun. Once again, really excited that I had stayed spoiler-free, but that didn't last very long, because the moment we got in there, at the very beginning of the entire thing, they start teasing the entire set list as like part of the intro. And I was like, oh. So I like realized around like, I'm looking at the set list right here because they do it with the same text and everything. I realized when I saw Let Me In, I didn't see it for whatever reason. I must have blinked when Vivid was up on screen, but I saw Let Me In and I was like, huh. And then by the time it got to Eclipse and Singing in the Rain, I was like, this is the set list. Like, this is the set list. I was like, look away, man, look away. So from then on, thankfully didn't get spoiled. But everyone else was freaking out around me. And the thing is, the set list was phenomenal. I don't think I would have really changed anything about it either. I'm just going to sort of like run through some things here. For those of y'all that don't know, Eclipse was one of the first... I can't go into history here. It's going to take me too long. If y'all want to go back and watch the old reactions to them, feel free. Go down the rabbit hole once again. Feel free. But for those of y'all that know me, you know how much I love Singing in the Rain, and how insane that whole first experience for me was with Singing in the Rain and with Jensol. And I'm at a point now where I don't think I even necessarily have a bias in this group, much less even in regard to all of the Luna girls added up together as 12, it's so hard for me. Used to be a little bit easier. I'd have a couple biases here and that. These days, it's not even worth me to get into it. It really is just whoever's center right now, that's you. That's the bias, and that happens so much tonight. But favorite moments, I have to talk about favorite. I feel like I'd be a bad person if I didn't. Witnessing Butterfly live. I know I mentioned in the intro, I was like, do I even want to see Butterfly if it's not all 12? It was still excellent. It was phenomenal. And it was still very spiritual. It was a spiritual experience witnessing Butterfly live. But I'll tell you what, favorites of the night, Universe. Oh my God. The chills that I had throughout Universe, just, the chills had chills. I would say favorites from tonight, bro. Honestly, I think I've got it. I don't want to say solo tracks because favorites from tonight. Full stop. No particular order. Universe, favorite, Girlfriend. Yeah, I'm sticking to that. Burn is the last one, was so good. Well, we actually got So What after that as our encore song, which was amazing. But yeah. So yeah, if we're talking about like biases throughout the night, like, yes. I think if I remember correctly, I was originally introduced first to Miss Kim Lip, thanks to Eclipse, and so I met her first, if I remember correctly. And I was like, okay, this is awesome. What do we have here? Didn't take me too long to get to Jensol. So Jensol was probably one of my main original biases. If I remember correctly, Vivi was technically the first one. Am I right? Some of y'all probably know my content at this point better than I do. Keep looking over here. Look over here, Ben. I think Vivi might have been like the first bias. And then Jensol was like one of my second like sort of main original biases. Hassel has always been there too, bro. She's always been one of my favorite. But that's the thing is, with these 5, especially at this stage of my reacting career, it's just not even worth it. It's not even keeping up with one specific because there's so much to appreciate, All the solo songs were phenomenal. All 5 did great. Unit tracks were great, obviously. Like I said, Girlfriend was one of my probably favorite 3 of the entire night. I can't lie. I need to actually drink this. Hold on. Gotta rehydrate a little bit. Was yelling my lungs out. I will say also as well. Oh, it's already really long. Shut up, Ben. All you do is yap. Well, I want to yap a little bit about it. I want to commend the team that prepared the tour on the VCR stuff. This is one of the more fun and interactive VCRs that I've ever been able to see. It also wasn't too long or too short. We got a lot of great content from the girls that were preparing for the tour. It was vlog style, so it was very common, and used to us that have been following the girls for forever, because plenty of us watch those videos all the time when they drop, those vlog style videos. Those of us that went back to the Luna TV type days, we went through all those damn episodes, bro. Every single one of them. And it was just really nostalgic at the same time because we were going back to the beginning, right? Hassa went all the way back to Iceland to do the damn video. You know what I mean? So it was really nice to be able to have that, and having the vlog style as the VCR really just brought me back to the days, bro. Back to the days. But yeah, anything else I want to say? I think the main thing is just that I have gone to concerts so many times, and I've had a great time. That's always a very typical review from me. What can I say? I like live music, and I like the groups that I tend to buy the tickets to go to see the concert. I typically am not buying a ticket if I'm unsure I'm going to like it. So I come out of it absolutely fulfilling my enjoyment. But I've got to say that this was the concert that felt the most like a party, in the sense that like a celebration. Not just in the means of, hey, it's a Tuesday night, we're going to have a fun time and do something enjoyable, we're going to listen to some fun music, watch some great performances from the girlies that we love. It wasn't just that. There was something about tonight that really just continually hit me. because they did flip-flop a couple times between way back in the day with the original solo tracks, right? The original unit tracks. Eventually, we did some of the older, really popular Luna songs. We had to switch over to some newer ones from ARTMS specifically, sprinkled in a couple more of the older but still more modern Luna stuff, and then finished it out with more ARTMS stuff. And going back and forth like that multiple times really just sort of hit me like, tonight feels like a celebration of where the girls were, the journey to get to the point, and where they are now. Like, here performing in front of me in my second home, St. Pete. I say second home because I feel like I visit every third weekend at this point. I love St. Pete so much, bro. I love St. Pete. But, yes, it was emotional in that way, in a good way, obviously. It was emotional in that way because it was just like, these girls have been through the ringer. They've been through the ringer, and this is not even all 12. This is just 5 of them, you know? I'm talking about all of them, but I saw specifically 5 tonight. And I'm just so proud of all of them. I love the art that they've created for us and that they continue to create for us, and I just cannot wait to be able to sit down and listen to more, man. That's all I got for y'all in the meantime. I should have been in bed 20 minutes ago. Haven't showered yet. Haven't made my lunch for work tomorrow yet. I have no idea when y'all are going to see this vlog, but goddamn it, I will get it up the absolute fastest that I possibly can. I promise y'all. But I got to go back into work early tomorrow night. I'm out of town tomorrow night as well. So Thursday morning, if I'm not on 4.5 hours of sleep, who knows? Maybe I'll get it on Thursday. We'll see. I'll see what I can do, man. It's going to be, hopefully this weekend, maybe I'll be able to upload some stuff. I had a really good streak going for a couple of days. But that's also because I was sacrificing sleep to make videos, and I cannot sacrifice sleep this week. He says as he's sacrificing sleep to continue to record. You guys are a bad influence on me. You know that? I'm out of here. Thank y'all for watching. Shout out to the ARTMS girlies. Shout out to all the Luna girlies. And shout out to y'all for clicking on the video today, clicking on the vlog, and spending some time with me. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. And if y'all need more Luna, you need more ARTMS, you need more Lucymbal, you need more Eve, you need more Chew, hit me up over on Patreon. We don't have as much as we should, but we have a lot of the really OG type reactions up there. So any of y'all that want to go back down memory lane without having to give Blockberry Creative a view or two, you can just watch it on my Dropbox instead. So without further ado, thank y'all so much for watching. We'll catch y'all in the next one. Till then, love y'all very much, and peace.